What's going on, guys? Andres Ospina here with Epic Talks Miami, here with my very special friend Alex Fellenz from Prestige Media Advertising in Chicago.
Acted all alright, had no need to fight. Tonight, fucked and drank all night. Acted all alright, had no need to fight. Tonight. Cast me far away, play these little games.
He is with us today, first time ever, really sharing his story about how he created his company, became a successful entrepreneur, Instagram influencer, and just an incredible marketing guru and master, and what he's really been able to do. So thank you so much for sharing this with us today. We had an incredible weekend. We were just at the Dream Mastermind with pretty much the top Instagram and social media influencers in the country, if not the world.
For sure.
And we were on a yacht party yesterday, and you felt like right now is like time for you to really start sharing with people, what led to the success you have today, your story coming up.
When we were talking last night on the yacht, we were kind of going into the story and how I got started and everything. You kind of intrigued me on that background for me, because I've never had an interview like this. Kind of going through that, I got flooded through emails and DMs, basically kind of how I got started and what advice I can give to people that are looking to do the same thing, or even make money online. So last night, that conversation we had, I was like, absolutely,
Time to share.
let's do an interview, for sure.
Excellent. And so Prestige Media advertising, that's what's really led to a lot of your success. That's why you're driving an R8 now. That's why you got the Range Rover, living in a beautiful mansion in Chicago.
Thank you.
But your Instagram influence is that personal brand.
Right.
That's also helped a lot with access to different things, products, right?
Oh, absolutely. If it's product endorsements, even I feel like being a personal brand. I'm not so much as like an influencer as like I'm posting all the time to boost up my followers or anything like that. I use Instagram mainly. If I'm doing some cool stuff, I'll post it up. I feel like when I was kind of going through my journey and I saw someone, with the luxury stuff or kind of living the way that they wanted to, it was like a big boost for me. I was like, damn, that's sick. I want to have that one day. And that's kind of like what I use my Instagram for now.
You wanted to have that influence.
Right.
That following.
Right. So I've been using that mainly. And
what came first? Following or Prestige Media?
I guess it depends on what you call following. I was kind of always in the car scene growing up, and when I started to venture out online, the following started to go up because people were like, oh, what's going on? And the more I networked with people, the following would go up, and if I posted a cool photo, it'd get reshared by other big accounts, and that's kind of how my account grew so fast, because of account with 3 million followers shares my picture. It's a lot of exposure, and a couple accounts doing that, it just really brings up the account. So I'd say the content really kind of started to grow the account, but obviously as my success started to go up and what I was doing was more often, then the following really started to go up.
Let's backtrack a little. So I want to know, Alex, before the 80,000 followers, before Prestige Media, what were you doing at this point?
I had a TV job in Chicago. It was a great job. I loved it. There's a lot of hours, and I think that was really the killing factor for me. Was working all those hours. So we had 4 months off. It was 3-4 months off of filming.
How many years ago was this?
I would say 3.5, 4 years ago.
3.5, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And you're how old?
24.
24.
So it was right around that point on break where Jason Stone, a millionaire mentor, started affiliate marketing. And I saw that on break, and I was like, this is something I want to get into. Obviously he's got a really big impact on people, and being the millionaire mentor, he knows what he's doing, obviously. And I dived into it and I went in with it and learned it and watched everything he did and literally lived and breathed affiliate marketing for the certain product I was in for those 3 months.
Which product?
And it was Digital Altitude at the time.
Got it.
And it was a good course. It was more of like a personal development.
Yeah.
You know, you were pretty much paying to learn how to do affiliate marketing.
But you had no following.
Not really. No,
So
not really. It wasn't anything wild, that's for sure. I forgot what the following would be at that time, but it was nothing wild at all. I ran with that and learned what Jason was doing. He was just posting all the time, using Facebook to basically engage with his people and message people. And I feel like Facebook for me at that time was a lot stronger than Instagram. So that's kind of what I was using to leverage that. And I didn't really have money at the time to spend on a whole bunch of paid advertising. So it's basically like my time going nonstop, you know. 4-month break of filming, I needed to like conserve that money, you know. So I wasn't spending money like crazy on advertising. I was more doing it myself, learning SEO and pay-per-click ads and stuff like that. So
at this point, like marketing was new to you? Would you say?
Yeah, 100%. I've never had any marketing experience before that. No.
Yeah.
Affiliate marketing was the first dive I had at marketing.
Got
For
it.
sure, and I didn't go back to the job. I was.
Do you remember your first sale? Your first?
Oh yeah. It was. I mean, it was huge, man. Like you know, I think I laugh about this still to this day. The first dollar I made online was like you paid $37 a month to be a part of this program, and I was right at the part like where my billing cycle or something like that was going to kick in, and it was like I think I made like $1.80 or something like that. But to me, I was like, dude, that's sick. Like it's working. It's working. Like it showed a profit, even though it's $1.80. Like to me, it's like, oh, you just got to keep going, put it on steroids, and blast this out. You know, it's obviously get a lot more of income. And
where'd that lead come from? Was it like through a blog?
I think it was just through Instagram. Yeah, I think it was through Instagram. I was pushing a lot of motivation content on Instagram, and I had pages before that I was building and basically selling at the same time. You know, just kind of learning and mastering it and promoting my brand and promoting the affiliate marketing option. And was going through accounts that way to pretty much get, you know, eyes to my page and eyes to my product. And I ended up working out. I didn't have to go. I mean, it was tough. I didn't go back to the job, but I was not anywhere near ball in any means.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tight, man. Like, you know, sometimes just.
But you left the job at this point when you saw the opportunity.
Yeah,
and like
I fully
when you started to
committed.
get close to the job income, then that's when you like pulled out, or not even.
Not even. I was making nothing compared to what I was making on this show. And I wasn't an actor or anything like that by any means. For anyone thinking that, I was. We helped the film crew and the actors and stuff like that get to set, and it was a great job. Did pay good, but it was nothing like.
It was on the production side of things.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a good job. I loved it, but the time, you know, the time management was not there.
Exactly. You wanted the time freedom.
Right.
And you saw that, but then you took the risk.
Right.
And then you left the job that was paying you well,
right?
And you know, at the start of your now 100% commission based affiliate marketer.
Yeah, I mean,
it took a big jump.
Oh yeah.
At 21, where were you living at this time?
My mom's.
Yeah, with your.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah,
and
living with my mom's. Yeah.
And what was her thought on that?
She thought it was crazy.
She thought it was crazy.
Yeah, she thought I was absolutely insane leaving this job that, you know, took care of me and. To do this and, you know, to like a generation.
From home.
Yeah. To a generation that's, you know, not like, you know, our age and stuff like that. You know, the online thing right now is still so new to them.
Yeah.
They don't understand it.
Yeah.
And she thought I was crazy, man. She thought I was crazy.
Did you think you were crazy? Are you crazy?
I feel like every entrepreneur is a little crazy.
Exactly.
You know, I feel like you gotta be a little crazy. You know, it's my philosophy on it was always
it's okay to be crazy.
Yeah, it's okay to be crazy.
To be comfortable with being crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And okay with it.
Right. The best thing I've ever heard was, you know, what entrepreneurship is like is basically jumping out of a plane with no chute and building the wings down.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like what I live by, and man, it was a hell of a journey. It was tough. It was really tough for a long time. I think the first year was the most stressful time.
What made it stressful?
I mean, you're living on nothing really. Like my income was great, and it went to nothing. And I mean, fucking ramen noodles were like a normal thing. Like not going out, not partying a lot. Like really just doing your own thing and just eating shit for a while. That's what sucked. You know, it's like being cut in income. That sucked. And not being a part of, you know, the outside world, losing a lot of friends because you're no longer really on the same track as them or on the same path. That shit was tough. Like that was difficult.
Lonely.
Yeah, like you go through so many transitions and like you start to think like, you know, am I for sure doing this? Like, is this crazy?
Yeah.
Like, do I have something here? Or am I losing this? You know, so Yeah,
What
it was
drove you
wild.
in that time? Like, what was the vision? What was the motivator there?
I think for me, man, like, I even, like, when I was going through all this, my mom thinking I was crazy at the time, I was like, I don't even care if I make $40K a year. If I'm living on my own terms and I'm happy, that's success to me. It doesn't matter what it is. I feel like everyone has different budgets to, you know, live comfortably.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has different budgets to make bills or to do this or do that. If you're living on your own time and you're making that, you know, and you're having the time to do whatever you want off the money that you're making online or anywhere you want, you made it.
What were you gonna do with your time? Back then, I mean, it's only 3.5 years old, but
Back then,
you're doing a lot of it now.
Right, yeah. Back then, I didn't have a lot of time, but I didn't mind working from home because, like, I generally enjoy this.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy what I do. Affiliate marketing is no longer today, but, you know, the business I'm in now, I generally really enjoy it. You know, life has changed a lot. I'm able to help out my family, my friends, the luxury living.
Was there
nice.
tension that first year with you and your mom?
No, she backed me, man. She backed me, you know, as much as she probably thought that I was crazy for, you know, making this leap and leaving the job that, you know, really paid me well. She backed it, you know. I was on, I don't know how many calls per day, you know, just trying to learn all this, you know, just taking it in. Any single free course that was there, I was on it. Anyone I was connecting with, I was on it. You know, it was, when I built Prestige Media, it was at like, I was probably up till like 2, 3 in the morning. I was telling you about this last night.
Yeah.
And I had papers, man, all over her on the dinner table that we got.
And by this point, the affiliate marketing was already taking off now.
Yeah, the affiliate marketing's going good, making money. But I knew I
How many
wanted
followers at this point?
on Instagram,
Yeah,
maybe 15K.
15K. You're at 80 right now.
Yeah, maybe 15K. But that's like when I started to like do my own thing, and people were starting to recognize that. And I was traveling a little bit. I was traveling a lot actually back then, probably like every other weekend. Because I was basically just like reinvesting, you know, back into the affiliate marketing. Like, if you do this, you can travel like me, you can do this.
Exactly.
It was
Promoting the
100% true.
lifestyle.
Right, promoting the lifestyle. So a lot of it was like, you know, people thought I was really blowing out at that time. Like, I really wasn't. Like, I was making good enough money for me to live and travel and do this stuff, but it wasn't like on any terms of like it is today or what people maybe, you know, took in at the time.
So you have 15,000 followers. You're starting affiliate marketing is really starting to take off, and I want to go back to that in a bit because I want to hear about the transition.
Okay, for sure.
But so you had all the papers out. You know, like you were
My
inspired
whole
to do the
business.
agency.
Yeah, the whole business was laid out on this table of, you know, how can I get, nothing that's wrong with affiliate marketing, but I just really wanted to do my own thing. You know, like I saw kind of a need in the market for what I can do for businesses around me, businesses, you know, around the world that I connect with over affiliate marketing, and learning SEO and PPC and learning how to do all that in-house. I was like, I can do something with this and really rely on myself and going out and getting clients rather than, you know, trying to boost an affiliate marketing deal and having to pay, you know, the company and all that stuff.
A big thing for you.
Dude, yeah, it is, man. Like, it is. I worked nonstop since I was 15, nonstop every single day. You know, car dealerships or whatever job I had. I mean, I was there living basically, and freedom for me was huge, man. Like, the cars, the life that we live is so irrelevant to me. The shit's cool. I enjoy it. Like, I like luxury and sports cars and stuff, but the freedom is everything. Everything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
Everything else is a bonus. If it's, you know, being able to, you know, something were to come up in the family or being able to take care of someone you're with, just the experience life, man, that shit's so much more important to me than cars and watches and shit.
So tell me about the transition once like the affiliate marketing, because you made your first commission was $1.80.
Yeah, something like that.
Right, and then like what was the transition like? I always love learning about like the transition, right? Like when you're going from like making $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week to when you're starting to get the bigger paychecks, like 5 to 10.
Right.
You know, like is it like very steady, or is it like there's a switch and like one day your income just 10x's?
When I started Prestige Media, when I had all the papers laid out, at the time the company was called something else. I changed the name to Prestige rather recently. It was changed in 2018, but still with the same business model. Everything was laid out, and as soon as I launched it, obviously, you know, you go through the little ups and downs and having to change stuff over time, but everything was on me at this point because I was like, I know what I can provide. I can go and get these clients. I can go to car dealerships. I can go to health insurance agencies or car insurance agencies. Like, everything's on me now, you know. So the first check I got with Prestige was, I believe, $5,000, and that was in probably a 30-day mark of starting the company.
Yeah.
And which was great. I was like, hell yeah, like I'm doing this, I'm doing it, you know, like. But I feel like, I feel like entrepreneurship though, like it's like so.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, I'm doing it, I made it, I'm doing good, and I'm like, shit, like what am I gonna do? You know, like I gotta figure out how to make money here, you know. So it took a long time for it to get steady. I would say 2.5 years in, that's when it like really started to show consistency and you know, changing the business model a little bit to having more residual for my clients and getting different types of clients and learning different markets. You know, like I was never experienced in we have boutiques. We have a lot of boutiques back home that we market for, and I was never experienced in that field.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of real estate agent clients. I'm not in real estate, never was. So a lot of times I'll just learn myself real estate so I can learn how to better serve that real estate client. You know, because he's coming to me for marketing. He doesn't know marketing. I don't know real estate. So a lot of times I feel like you know, you're always building the business.
Exactly.
Depending on what client you get, you're always building it.
And so, but then back to the transition, even in affiliate. So when you decided to open up Prestige Media Advertising, that affiliate marketing was already taken off at this point.
Yeah, once I
You had
opened,
15,000 followers on
Yeah.
Instagram at this point.
right.
Were you already getting offers on Instagram to like promote products and stuff?
I don't think at that time. No, I was mainly only the affiliate marketer.
Only affiliate
You know, and once I dropped that just to pursue Prestige Media full time, it was growing over time because then I was kind of like doing more crazy shit. You know,
But did
traveling.
you do well in the affiliate marketing?
Yeah, absolutely. I was able to quit my job and got a really good income from that to last me for a while to make me open up Prestige, and it was really good, man. It was a good run.
Got it. That was a good one. And then
I didn't do affiliate marketing. I went to met the amazing people
when you
I met
left,
today.
when you decided to leave affiliate marketing to pursue Prestige Media, at this point were you already surpassing the income in the affiliate marketing that you were surpassing at your job?
Not the first year. The first year was still tough because I was making a lot of money with affiliate marketing.
But I'm saying right when now, but then you decide to start the agency.
Right.
At this point in the affiliate marketing, you're now surpassing the income that you made at your
Oh, right, yeah.
By a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
At this
yeah.
point.
For sure. Yeah, once I
By this
established
point,
it, it was good.
Yeah. Did you move out yet? Had you moved out?
I stayed at my mom's, I think, for 8 months after that, and I moved to Florida for a little bit. I lived in Florida, yeah, for 8 months, and then I ended up getting the house that I have today. I've been there for 2 years.
You've been there for 2 years.
So yeah, I'd say
And
like
it's so crazy now because I'm just thinking like this is all within the past like
3
3.5
years.
years. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
there's
yeah.
actually not much of like
Right.
many gaps here. You know, 8 months is a big chunk of that time.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot. 8 months. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
It's a fast rise, brother.
Yeah, I was going, dude. Like, you know, I lost a lot of friends and lost a lot of money in the time of doing all that
Yeah.
shit. And
So by this point, the affiliate
That's
marketing
crazy.
is already able to support the lifestyle that
Yeah.
you want to live.
right.
Right now, we want to. So, man, what was like, could you tell like your mom's like reaction to like seeing like her
Oh,
son
yeah.
making more money like that?
Oh yeah, it was sick, dude. I helped her get a car, and
Nice.
I still, you know, throw her, you know, stuff all the time, whatever I can. You know, it's, you know,
Yeah, of course. It's
that's
your
my
mom.
world right there. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
as long as she's happy. Like I said, man, all this other shit is so irrelevant. As long as the family is happy and healthy, everything else is a complete bonus.
Nice.
But yeah, it's been cool, man. It's been, she's, you know, obviously this is my life now, so it's like normal for her now. But like in the beginning, yeah, shit, yeah, so that's crazy, for sure.
And so then, boom, affiliate marketing, but you still want more freedom. So now you go to opening up Prestige. What were some of the major challenges in opening that agency?
Opening it was, I guess, just getting the first few clients, you know, because like when someone,
And you were on your own at this point. Like
Yes.
no employees yet.
no, yeah, completely on my own. It was hard to get the clients to work with you because you didn't have any, like, here's my other clients that are doing well. You didn't have any other,
no
you know.
portfolio.
Yeah, that sucked. As much as I can market,
So what was your
sell
pitch?
anything, I pretty much go in there, and as long as I felt like I got a meeting in front of them, I'm closing.
Yeah.
You know, that was the biggest thing. Like if I went into different places all the time, and you know, you talk to an owner or a manager, you know, a lot of times you wouldn't get that meeting. You wouldn't have a sit down. You would never hear from them again. But the main thing for me was once I get in that meeting, I'm closing it. Like it's gonna be done. You know, like. I'm very confident in my ability to market almost anything, you know, and in the beginning it definitely helped out. But I was open and honest with them too, like I didn't, you know, have a client in your industry, but, you know, affiliate marketing is what I learned everything from, and
Exactly.
I can do this. My charges, you know, at the time, I charged clients so much less at that time, obviously, than I do now, as the experience started to grow. But that's kind of like how I got it in, even if it's like a 2-week trial, 7-day trial, just so they can see.
Did you have the R8 yet at this point?
Oh hell no! No, I just bought the R8 this year.
Oh really?
Yeah. Just bought the R8 this year. Yeah, I wasn't balling like that yet.
Not just yet.
Yeah, no, not just yet. Yeah, not yet.
So I guess then let's talk about the transition in prestige media. Then. So first year's tough. You're spending a lot, probably. Right? Spending a lot on your clients, spending a lot on what you have to learn.
Right.
And then, so when did the checks really start rolling in at prestige? What happened there?
So we're playing with like 3.5 years. I'd say like from now like 2 years ago. Like it's everything's very close together as far as like that year.
But was it also like a steady
but
climb?
yeah, it's climbing. Yeah, it's climbing. We always get clients that will spend a lot more than the others, or vice versa. So like you never really know like what you're getting yourself into until you go to the meeting, and like you kind of see like what his budget is, what his plan is, what everything you're going to be doing. Like if we have a full photography team going to check out a listing and they take photos for a real estate agent, and we automate their website, build their website, automate their Instagram, Facebook. Obviously that client is going to be spending a lot more than someone just coming to us for a quick pay-per-click ad.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it was like an overnight, holy shit, I just made a lot of money deal, but I would say it's more of like a gradual incline of income.
You look up and you're like, oh, like, I could probably get that already now.
Oh yeah, there's been many times, you wake up and you see what's going on and you're like, wow, like that's why I did all this, man. Like the time and the freedom, like I was sleeping and make some money overnight. It's like, damn, that's cool. It's still cool to this day. I don't get tired of that.
Yeah,
it's cool.
So yeah, I mean that's amazing. And then,
yeah.
So then that decision, what you just woke up one morning like I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, I started. Oh, the R8.
Yeah.
It's funny, man. I was kind of in the market for it and looking around for a while, bouncing between a few different cars. And I checked it out, and then my buddy is actually in car sales, so I met with him for lunch. I showed him the paperwork. Here's what we can do. Here's what I can get it for. What do you think? He goes, yeah, I think you can do it. I was like, cool, I'm gonna go buy this.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was smiling all the way home. I didn't sleep that night.
I got it.
Dude, I didn't sleep. I parked in the garage and I was looking at it.
it.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. I was like,
What
this
did
is
mom
cool.
say?
She thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
So I bought it near me.
Chicago.
Yeah, I bought it Apex Motorworks. Shout out to Apex Motorworks. They always take care of me. Ehab and Sam are the owners over there, and they're actually a client of mine now. I bought the car and they wanted, what do you do? And I told them what I do, and they ended up being a client with me now. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right, because now that we're touching up on the R8, right? The R8 definitely. A big part of it was very intentional, right? To grow the personal brand, to grow the business, to promote the lifestyle. Because you're already a lifestyle entrepreneur at this point. So the Instagram growth, right? Because I mean, at the end of the day, you didn't really even need it, right? I mean, the personal brand, that's something that you did intentionally, or did it grow?
For buying the R8?
No. The Instagram following that you have today, that was done intentionally.
Yes and no. Like I said, the same point, like I was using anything I could with affiliate marketing to get more eyes to my page, but Instagram just kind of, as I was growing, the account was growing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it just worked, and the more stuff I did, the more it grew, and the more it grew, it just kind of kept going. So like I said, if it's just something cool I was doing, I never like grew the Instagram to like, Instagram famous. It was, I wanted cash, man. I wanted to make some money. So
at the end of the day, you didn't really need to. In a sense, I mean, with the agency, right? I mean, you can be the CEO, founder of an agency and not have,
for sure,
and have 200 followers. It doesn't matter,
right?
But now this is another stream of income now that has opened up a lot of doors.
I
think yesterday in the mastermind in Miami, a lot of people talked about that. A lot of major influencers, they talked that the best thing about it is the network.
Oh, huge! Yeah.
It's like the connections that you can make through being an influencer and the access to things.
Oh, for sure. If it's product endorsement stuff, I get free shit all the time, hoodies or, bracelets, jeans, whatever it is, to promote the brand. And if it wasn't for Instagram, I wouldn't have had any of that,
Exactly.
Clubs and stuff do the same thing, like, I'll take care of a table for you, just come out. And Instagram is literally a gold mine. It's a gold mine.
Well, so let's say you're at 80,000 followers now. I remember when I first saw your page, my first question to you was like, with your page right now, do you get a lot of offers to promote stuff for, promote stuff?
Yeah.
Because I know sometimes I know people that maybe do have like the 50,000, 80,000 followers, but they're not getting hit up a lot.
Yeah.
For like to promote products and stuff like that.
I did. I think the biggest one I did was Baller. Baller sent me some free stuff, a really nice message, and I pick and choose kind of what product endorsements I get. Like, not everything fits kind of like with my page, you know, but Baller's got some really cool stuff, and they sent me an awesome hoodie, did a photo shoot with them.
Nice.
Stuff like that I'll choose, you know, but stuff that's not really relevant to what I'm doing on my page, I just won't promote it just for the sake of the relevancy.
Gotcha. And then in terms of like, so you have the agency, boom, you got the car, you're at the house, you have your 80,000 followers, but one of the things the reason we definitely vibe so much is because you have a very humble energy about yourself, you know, and a very friendly energy. And, you just don't see that all the time, you know what I mean?
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
And it makes sense, right? Because you probably have a lot of people that want your time.
Yeah.
Right? So eventually, you know, I know with a lot of my friends that are influencers, they kind of have to build that wall because they feel like everybody's just always after their time,
I agree with that.
You know, so they have to be very like wary of who they're letting into their space. Like, would you say that humility is already natural, or would you say that like there were moments in time where maybe like you did let your ego get a bit ahead of you?
I don't know. I feel like I've always kind of been the same person. Obviously, everyone grows, you know, like age-wise, maturity and stuff like that. But meeting people throughout the years and, you know, just seeing kind of how they are, like I've met people and they've had everything and I've had nothing. And, you know, you meet the people that are very humble and they're very friendly, like you said. That's something I came from nothing, so like all this shit is just, it's a blessing, and I'll never act like that guy, like I'm too good for you, or I don't talk to you, you know, like I'm very like independent, you know, like I don't talk to a lot of people for a lot of many reasons, and I, you know, keep to myself. But I'll never be at that point where it's like, oh, I don't talk to you because I'm up here and you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
That's craziness to me.
Exactly. And you get recognized a lot, like in Chicago.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's cool and it's bad at the same time. Like, you know, clubs and stuff are going out. It happens, but you know, sometimes it's almost kind of like, you know, kind of into your space because I don't know this person. They know everything about me. You know, they know everything. So it gets a little weird sometimes, but it's not like it's like a celebrity status where it's like all the time. But when it happens, it catches me off guard.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And they got an interesting story for us. I want to see your Instagram page the way that it is, and you just mentioning how, you know, it's interesting because people know so much about you, you know what I mean, but you don't know anything about them. Like, any interesting stories there? Any like?
I mean, I would say interesting. I would say like, I genuinely like appreciate when someone comes up and like, dude, like, you know, you're the shit. Like, I really like understand your story, and like, you know, people that this is the first time, so a lot of them don't know. But like, if you've been following me for a long time, you're gonna see like, I didn't just, you know, wake up one day and this was here, you know. So like, people that are like, dude, like, I fuck with you. Like, I know like where you came from, what you started, especially back home. Like, you know, if I'm out and about at a car thing or in a bar that happens, like, I'd say that's like, I wouldn't say interesting, but those are the cool stories I really appreciate. Like, I appreciate the people that follow me and that are, you know, hey, let's grab a picture real quick, let me get you a drink, or, you know, someone, you know, got me a coffee one time, and like, it's stuff like that, you know, like, I really do appreciate that. Like, I live off that shit. Like, see somebody out, like, we were talking to Mike Brazil, and it's, you know, same thing, you know, like, dude, I fuck with you and your shit, like, I hear your story, you know, so it's people like that that kind of connect on the same kind of level and really relate, and I feel like that's what it is. And like, people are following you for a reason, whether you're living a cool life, whatever. But I think a lot of it is the relevancy. Like, I can relate to that person. You know, I can, you know, they inspire me. And when it comes to meeting people out and about, and you know, stuff like that happens, man, that's the shit. I love that.
Yeah. Nice. So what's next?
Growth, man. I work even harder than I did growing the business, and it's crazy now. Like, you know, I don't have
4 employees now.
4 employees. I have a home in the yard. I go to Starbucks a lot too, just because I get so tired of the office.
Yeah.
I need like a change of scenery a lot, just because if I'm there like all night, I cannot be there the next day.
Yeah.
So I do change it up a lot, but anywhere that I have a Wi-Fi connection, man, I'm pretty much able just to like sit back, relax, and get it done.
Do you ever feel like, you know, because you're a young, successful entrepreneur, you have 4 employees, right? You have 80,000 followers. And a lot of responsibilities that come with that. Do you ever feel like the weight of those responsibilities?
A little bit. I mean, it sucks, man. Like, if my friends are going out one night and I can't because I'm just loaded, you know, that kind of sucks, you know. But I also enjoy like what I do. So a lot of it's like, dude, I got no problem opening up the laptop, you know, having a drink at the house and getting my stuff done, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you miss out on a lot of things owning a business or, you know, growing a business, but if you enjoy what you do, like, it's like a high for me.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday on the yacht.
Yeah.
Where it's like, now when we communicate with people, like right now what we're doing, right? Like this is work.
Right.
Right? But like the best way, like the easiest way to explain to someone is like, yeah, I got work. Like,
Right.
You know? Like,
That's, yeah, literally. It's like, dude, I got work to do. Like,
because people are inviting you out to something, right? Like the best excuse to tell them is work, right?
Yeah.
Because then they get it, you know, and then they'll back off. Versus like, oh yeah, I'm like shooting something with a friend.
A lot of people
and they're
are
like,
saying-
nah, come on and come through after.
Yeah.
It's like, it's work.
Right.
And it's like, oh, you're working, like you're always working. It's like, well, it doesn't.
For real.
It's fine. Just call it whatever you want.
Right.
You know?
It's not all a highlight reel, that's for sure. Like, it's not all a highlight reel.
Yeah.
You know, like on Instagram and stuff like that, people always think like, oh, like your life is this, it's that. Which, yeah, it has absolutely its high points, but no one knows when, you know, you're so lucky to be working at 3 a.m. when you haven't slept in 2 days and you're tired of shit. You know, like you're so lucky, like, yeah, you're partying all night on Saturday and having a good time, and you know someone's working, you know, building their empire, and you're so lucky. You know, it's not a highlight reel, and people don't see that. You know, people don't see the time you put in and how much shit you got to go through to get to where you are.
I have to be like, oh, it's you. Then it's like, that's why it's so fake. Like you only post like the awesome things.
Oh, dude, like I'm the first one to say, like my life has not been like this. Like even today, like there is still shit that drives me crazy or whatever. Like it's not a highlight reel. I only post what I do, what I think is cool. Like I said,
What's positive? And
Right.
makes people feel good.
right. Like I'm not gonna post a picture of me like pissed off in the office at 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So-
exactly.
But yeah, it's not a
doesn't
highlight
get the
reel
best
all the time.
engagement.
Right.
You know.
You're like, what are you doing? You know, like
Yeah, exactly.
never put out negative energy or anything. So always positive.
And you're posting yourself on Instagram?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's all you?
Yeah, it's all me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all me.
There's a lot of thought going into what you post?
It depends on like what I'm doing. Like I don't want to like have a bad like influence on other people, you know. But if I'm like doing something cool, like I'll post it up. I'm out at a club or something like that. I'll post it up, depending on like what's going on. You know, back home Chicago, like I was posting nonstop out here. You know, the weather's great. We're on yachts and penthouses and stuff like that. But back home,
But it's very sharing, or is it intentional in terms of like the message you're trying to get across?
I would say as long as it's got something to do that'll inspire somebody, or like, wow, that's really cool. Like I really want to do that. Like my DMs blew up over here because of all this again. I haven't taken a trip in so long, because I've just been working nonstop. Like when I'm home, I'm nonstop working. Like taking this trip was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I've only been here for 3 days. It's the first trip I took. I didn't even bring a laptop this trip. I brought my spare phone for work, and like I really want to just like let loose and like really make content for people. Like, you know, it's still alive and well. Like you can do this, and my DMs blew up because of that. Like I don't know how many I got. They're like, dude, like I want to live like that. Like I want to do that.
Yeah.
And that's why I do it. Like that's awesome.
And we spoke about, because you've invested in your education,
Right.
and we talked about the personal development industry, and that's the industry I come from, right? Doing a lot of events and conferences with like a lot of the top speakers
Right.
across the country, helping with the production, master of ceremonies. But we were talking about the industry yesterday, right? Because a lot of times you can invest into something and invest into courses, invest into continuing education, but sometimes maybe it wasn't all the value that you felt you deserved to get for what you paid, right? Like what's your point of view on that? Like in terms of like investing into personal development, investing into yourself, like what should people watch out for when they're considering taking courses, buying online programs that are going to teach them something?
I would say, you know, you gotta trust who it's coming from. You know, you gotta trust who it's coming from. The big thing with me when, you know, I was starting to get really big with affiliate marketing was I was always watching the top guys. You know, if they were putting out content or, hey, this will help you, I'm on it. I'm on it. You know, I watched who it came from and what they kind of put off. And, you know, as long as it's, if you pay $1,000 for a course and, you know, there's 10 things, you only learn 2, that's still really not a loss to me because you learn 2 things that you didn't until you got there.
Yeah.
You know, so like you're not gonna learn everything in one book and be like, oh, I'm good now. You know, like it's gonna take a lot of stuff to get you up to that level, but as long as you're educating yourself and like investing in yourself, I feel like it's a win-win.
Yeah. Do you go to a lot of courses? Do you...
I went through a lot of webinars. I was really big on webinars. They're free.
How about now?
Now, I would say like if I have a client, like I like talking about like the real estate thing, I'll invest my time into learning their industry more than anything, so I learn how to market accordingly to like what their ads.
It's a lot of technical studying now.
Right. Yeah. It's
Are you big into the mindset?
yeah.
Training, like,
Oh, yeah.
Those type of courses.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more so than anything like. So.
2 questions I'd like to ask. So, what was the one service that allowed your business to scale the most? And what's been the most popular service that your company offers?
Instagram. Goldmine.
Boom.
Instagram.
Got it.
For sure.
for the agency.
Using my personal brand and my followers to, you know, tell them what I can do and.
What's the most popular service that your company offers, that Prestige Media Advertising offers?
SEO and social media management, for sure.
By far.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has the world of SEO changed a lot these past few years?
Oh God, it's changing every week. It's brutal. It's
Stay on top of it.
just kind of as long as you're on top of like the ads you have going on now, like it's kind of just you learn what's changing. You know, like it's not really a change to you. You're just kind of like adapting what's going on week per week. But as long as you're on top of it, it's like, you know, just another change.
And just for the other, you know, entrepreneurs in their mid-20s right now, struggling, frustrated, having trouble paying their cell phone bill, driving an old car that's busted, living at their parents giving them heat because they didn't follow the traditional path. What's your message to them?
My message
And like
is
real message, like just give it to them raw. Like you just gotta give it to them. Be real with them because they need the truth.
gotta stop complaining. Like too many people are complaining about like they see someone like at this level now and like I sold all my shit. I drove a 2002 Hyundai Accent with no fucking heat with roll-up windows to make this shit happen. And it's like people don't see that now and it's like just stop complaining, stop saying, oh, I can't do this because of that or this and that. Like just put in the work and just do it. If you're consistent and you just stay focused and just block out the shit that's not going to assist your business, like you're going to have a whole different outcome. Yeah, it's dude, just
Stop saying you can't do this because of that.
Right.
That's so big here.
it's such bullshit, like all the time, like it's ridiculous. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
Alex, thanks so much for doing this, man.
Of course, thank
Really
you.
appreciate you.
Definitely.
Risking possibly missing your flight.
No, we're good. We'll be there.
But man, can't wait to have you back.
Absolutely.
Thanks again, man.
Absolutely.
You rock, brother.
Appreciate it.
Keep
Thank
rocking
you.
and keep killing it,
Thank
man.
you. Appreciate it. You